like,
I love this.
Oh, she's clapping. Good job. It's always a success when literally everyone is eating. Good morning, everyone. I am back from Florida and it feels so good to be home. I wasn't going to film today because I feel like I just need to kind of get caught up on stuff. I have like piles of stuff everywhere, laundry, just stuff to get done. But then when I realized what meal I was making tonight, I thought it would be really fun to show you the meal that I am making tonight because I'm so excited for it. It's delicious and I will show you all about that. Because of the holidays and traveling, obviously I didn't eat the cleanest. And when I don't eat clean, I can tell through my skin. Like I've got like blackheads all right there. I've got some blemishes. Having the sunshine come in here, I feel like it doesn't look too bad through the camera, but it doesn't feel good. So I am taking a break from makeup today. I'm not gonna put any makeup on my skin today. And it is cold and drizzly outside, so I just wanted a nice, good, warm meal. And I also want to use up things that I have in the house that just need to be used up. I didn't want to go to the grocery store and I actually have all of the ingredients on hand to make this meal. I am not big into casseroles, like I don't make a lot of casseroles, but this is a shepherd's pie that I have made for years and I think it is very delicious. So this is my recipe card here that I have it written down. I wrote this years ago. I don't remember where I got it from. But I've got my pound of ground beef that is thawing out with my onion. My can of tomatoes. I like to do homemade tomatoes if I have them, but I'm going to use these ones up. A can of Mexicorn. This is the only recipe I ever make that uses Mexicorn. I need to slice these olives up, some taco seasoning, chili powder, and salt. Gotta make me some mashed potatoes, and then obviously some good cheese to go on it. Did you climb up there all by yourself? Yes, yes, she did. Okay, let's talk onions really quick. A long time ago, or a few months ago, I talked about onions on my Instagram stories. I have always kept them in the fridge and everyone was like, you don't do that. You keep them in a dark, cool place like behind in a cupboard. Well, look at this. You see that moldy onion? I've never had a moldy onion until now. And another thing I have noticed when I chop onions that have been in the cupboard, my eyes get so watery and they burn. When I chop onions from the fridge, I've never worried about or had to deal with burning, running, watery eyes. So I think I'm going to not listen to anyone and put them back into the fridge to store them. That's my little tidbit on onions. Oh, my eyes. They are burning. The beef that we have been using is from Landon's Brothers Cattle. And so I feel like we've been really spoiled to have such like high quality, grass-fed, local beef. My cooked ground beef and onion here. I need to drain this, but I like to drain it in a can. So I'm actually going to add in my tomatoes. This is just 1 can of tomatoes and I'm going to drain those first. So now I have an empty can that I can drain my fat into from cooking the ground beef. I don't like to put this down my sink drain. And I will just set this aside and then throw it away in the garbage later. 1 can of Mexicorn drained. If you don't have Mexicorn, it's literally just corn with red and green peppers, and you could probably throw in a can of green chilies as well. Or if you don't like the spice, you can do literally just corn. Got my chopped onions. You can add however many you want to. I found this pot of black beans in the fridge as leftovers, so I am actually going to rinse them and add them to it. You don't have to. That's what's nice about this recipe is you can literally add whatever you have on hand, whatever veggies your family likes. Next, you add either 1 envelope of taco seasoning or about 1/4 of a cup. When I was a kid, do you know how many times I would watch cooking shows with like Rachel Ray type of shows. And I was always like, oh, I want to do that one day. I want to stand in front of people and say, okay, now add half a teaspoon of salt, and then show them doing it. And guess what? That's what I'm doing right now. It's so fun. Okay, half a teaspoon of salt, and then you can add as much or as little chili powder as you want. The recipe calls for 1.5 teaspoons. I think I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon of chili powder though. Bring to a boil and cook for 1 to 2 minutes. There's like no liquid in here, but as it boils up and starts cooking, the juices will naturally form together. While that simmers on the stove for a few minutes, I am going to wash up and peel, dice my potatoes and get them ready for mashed potatoes. I've got 6 potatoes here. I don't remember how many I usually use, so we're just going to go with it, see if this is enough. Obviously, if you want to do instant potatoes, you can, but this just tastes much better. A little trick that I like to do when I use little scrubbies, I take my Force of Nature cleaning spray and I just spray them so it can disinfect it and just let it air dry. P.S. My niece Sherry crocheted this. Isn't it the cutest little thing? Oh, I think I just grated my fingernail. Oh, I don't like when I do that. I want to start boiling my water so I can add my potatoes to it. So I'm going to transfer all of this to an oven-safe pan. This is just my Lodge Dutch oven pan. You can do any oven-safe casserole dish, but I really like this one. Now that I think about this, I could have just cooked my ground beef and added the mixture to this to begin with. That probably would have saved me another dirty pan. Didn't think about that. I use this pot for so many things. I've had it for years. My mom gave it to me for Christmas a long time ago. I mostly use this for my sourdough bread, but you can use it on the stove top, you can use it in the oven. So I am doing mashed potatoes, but I think a cornbread would be really good. I want to try that next time. All right, so now I am just going to layer this with some cheese. I'm not even gonna measure it, just dump a bunch of cheese, whatever kind you like. And then I take my mashed potatoes and top it off. This is a great recipe to make ahead of time. I'm just going to stick it in the fridge until we are ready to eat tonight, and then I'll stick it in the oven. So I'm just gonna put the lid on, put it in the fridge. Oh, this is a heavy pot. I am just doing up my dishes, and look how cute these geometry towels are for Valentine's. I don't do a lot of decorations, but I do love a cute kitchen towel. Even if they weren't cute, you guys, these towels, let me show you my messy drawer. They are the best towels I have ever had, which is why they are the only towels I use now, because they dry so good and they are so long. I will link them with the discount code. Look at this little cheese trail. All of that cheese leads to Lucy. Okay, Anna, will you let her do perler beads? Okay, Millie, just a second. Hold on. All right, the kids are starving. It is dinner time. I set the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Pulling out my shepherd's pie that I made at noon today. Come watch Millie so I can open up the oven, please.
What?
We just want to warm it through and melt the cheese on the top. So 10 to 15 minutes at 350 uncovered. Ooh, that was a lot of potatoes, wasn't it?
Ooh, I love this.
You do?
Is it pie? Looks like pie.
It's called shepherd's pie. That looks messy.
And good. Let's stab me. I got your cups. I got my Simpson. I got my jar. Me too. I got my jar too.
Emma and Lucy made perler bead lids for their jars. Those are cute. All right. How does dinner taste, everyone?
Good. I don't even have my food.
Seriously? Oh, you don't? Where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. There you go.
Thank you. I love it. That's good. Easy. Good shepherd's pie.
Oh, good, you guys. It's always a success when literally everyone is eating. I need to sit down and eat. Dad needs to get home and eat. But holy cow, you are pounding that. Good job, baby. You must have been hungry.
That means she likes it. Or it's just really good. Yeah, probably means she likes it.
I think so too.
I love it. I didn't eat that.
No. Oh, she's clapping. Good job. Good job.